put aside the pooping for a sec. The pooping and the pissing. Let's put that aside for a second. Just concentrate on the mechanics of the game. If you didn't get to the end of the hall in a certain amount of time, you lost. Yeah? Mechanically, that's fine with me. Okay? It's just that they decided, and the graphics were okay for a beginner's early attempt at making a video game. You know, Minecraft does not look like, you know, the best game ever, but it's beautiful in the simplicity of it, you know? And it's fine. You gotta appreciate one-man projects. So there's a lot of stuff that I can look past. There's a lot of stuff that I can, like... I'm really fragile. Did I miss something that would have made me cry? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, actually, no, it wouldn't have been good for your mental health. As I was saying, to finish my critique of the furry pissing game, graphically, it was okay for a one-man project. Aesthetically, it was fine. Music-wise, it was fine. There was a lot of fine things about it. Even it being a furry game is fine. But when you add in the pissing thing, that's when it starts getting weird. That's when it gets really weird. For people who are watching just Minecraft and just got that explanation of me talking about furry pissing games, you're gonna think that you missed something really bizarre. You did. Hot Dick's Porn Zone. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. P works in the context of, like, My Summer Car because, you know, you don't really need to know what's going on. Like, it's just, it's funny. It's not meant to be, like, a horror mechanic to piss yourself. But, yeah, the convention was fine. I kind of just, like, milled around for an hour or so and then kind of left. What are we trying to find? We're trying to find wherever the winged things are. And I need to get back over to there. Because for whatever reason, this isn't the right place. Did I miss something good? No, you're all right. We're trying to get an elytra in the End City. I don't know what either look like, but I haven't seen anything other than pretty much this kind of shit. So I assume I haven't seen it yet. I haven't played this in a couple weeks because I've been really hardcore going after Danganronpa. I could get one that makes the pumpkin overlay invisible, or I could just, like, go third person, then it's fine. You're looking for a big airship. Okay, I haven't seen one of those. I'm kind of just looking for something that's, like, not familiar. The music's giving me a bit of an LSD Dream Emulator vibe. Kendrith, thank you for the 11 months of support. Now that the piss game is over, I can finally post this. Yeah, fair enough, honestly. Because, like, I go off of, like, you know, if people are, like, you know, decent view counts on videos or a lot of people sub to a game, I'm like, people seem to like this, you know? So I would have assumed that you liked piss game. No, let's go ahead and pick up these things first, then we can. That's, oh, that was meat. I was like, why didn't I teleport? Because it's just regular ass meat. What if the piss game became my highest grossing video? I mean, it's the internet, so I'd expect that. I honestly expect the thing that really, like, you know, even beats out, like, Flash games and that kind of thing. Beats out, like, whatever that is, whatever it's gonna be something along the lines of, like, piss fetish stuff. And then it's gonna be like, cool, that's my thing now, I guess. And then I have to decide whether or not I want to go with that or not. Like, if I want to live that life. And the answer is probably no. Probably no. I think once you start like actively trying to enjoy piss games, that's when you've sold out. I feel fairly confident in that. Like, I feel like I can say that without it, like, you know, offending anyone. What's your highest grossing video? I don't know off the top of my head. It's probably Flash games. Though Flash games are weird because I generally don't get paid for them because someone copyright claims this, that, or the other. And to be fair, they probably own it. So, you know. The anime titty games, yeah, those do decently well. Wait, did Rev skip the poop games? No, we only played them for about 20 minutes because, you know, we're good. I don't know if there's any coming back from where we're at now. But, convention was good. If there are people who live in Austin who are, like, going to the convention already, let me know. And, I might come back for a day too. I feel like I saw what I needed to. I was looking at, like, the stuff that they were saying was going to be up on the docket for, like, you know, future stuff. As far as other, I guess, things. Like, other events and stuff like that. And, like, none of the conversations or panels were particularly interesting. None of them really, caught my eye. There was one about a guy who did, like, video game curation stuff and, like, random museum. And it seemed like, that was fine enough. But I'm probably not going to go watch that. They had a couple of tournaments for, like, games. Like Duke Nukem 3D and Smash Brothers and stuff like that. I'm not good at either. I don't even know what guns are in Duke Nukem. I played it, like, 1 or 2 times. Why are you, like, so aggressively trying to get hit by my pickaxe? What is a big con? It was a decent size. You know, it was, like I said, I wouldn't recommend it to people who live outside of Austin, but if you live in the Austin-ish area, I highly recommend it. Like, it's fairly cheap for a ticket. It was like 25 bucks. It was a classic games, you know, convention. Of course they're gonna have Duke Nukem 3D. Your Ganondorf is unrivaled. I feel like, I feel like, you insult the game, like, and that's saying something because it's Smash. There's not a lot left to insult. Do they have Serious Sam? Not as far as I could tell. Hey, thanks for actively trying to get in the way there. But it was a good convention. I'll probably go back next year and actually make a bigger deal about the fact that I'm going, so that way people will, like, know and show up. Getting good at Smash is not one of those things that I really aspire to do. Like, in my free time, am I gonna sit down, am I gonna play Smash in order to get good at it? Probably not. My friend is asking me if it's normal to see their grandfather cosplaying as Incineroar. Your friend's grandfather also has innocence, you know? Like, yeah, that's fine. He's actively trying to, like, be interested in the shit that, like, his grandchild is. He doesn't know about furries. You know? I don't know, maybe I should have tried to compete in one of those things. I mean, it was free to try, so I mean, why the fuck not? I'm kind of just randomly wandering about. San Antonio. San Antonio is a cool town. I don't know if I would live there. Nothing expressly wrong with it, but I just, it's pretty. I feel like when I went there for South by, I considered it. It's got, like, the Riverwalk is amazing. The Alamo is, smaller than you would expect. A Walmart parking lot is bigger than the general area of it. In fact, a CVS parking lot is bigger than the Alamo and the surrounding grounds. Like, it's a fairly small thing, and it's kind of like smack dab in the middle of like an intersection, so it's kind of awkward. Those are very American measurements for you. The size of a Walmart parking lot and the size of a CVS parking lot. Is that a thing over there, or is that just like bullshit? What does this thing even look like? So it's like a crack shack. It's a bit bigger than that. Tall and purple. Did you visit anything else while you were here? I live in Austin. Oh, San Antonio. Not that I remember. Like, we kind of had a, our hotel was pretty close to the Alamo. Increase the range of vision. Yeah, let's chunky. We're gonna have some, like, real chunky stream here for a minute. Gonna just not move for a second and let the game do it. Time for chunks. I'm just gonna look in random directions and let the game catch up to me. Okay, there we go. CPU is only at 67% with stream going. Oof. Oh, hey, that's probably it. That thing. Yeah, I'm gonna bet whatever the fuck that is the thing I'm looking for. Alright, I vaguely know where back home is. It's kind of that-ish way. So I'm gonna try and build this that way it connects up to the home island area. That's a good guess. I'm just gonna bet that it's this thing. There should be an airship nearby. Okay. Good luck with the platforming. For those of you keeping track, the laptop is finally getting to the starting Windows screen. This is a good sign. Really gives me that there's everything okay with my computer. But as far as other stuff in San Antonio, there was something near, I mean, like, our hotel was, like I said, right near the Alamo, between the Alamo and the convention center itself, and it was like right next to some club that used to be a church or something, which was cool as, you know, that can be. But it was like we were right on top of the club right at night. And so it was kind of rough. But aside from that, it was pretty good. So we didn't really explore much because it was also like 100-something degrees. I think it was during summer. Whenever South by South is. Or I mean, not South by, PAX South. We went there with, KY. Dashboard, thank you for the 22 months of support. Has shaking your ass always been a part of Minecraft? Yes. Yes. Yes, it has been. You just don't normally see your ass. But Minecraft Steve is, he's bootylicious. You know? And, you just need to respect and enjoy that fact. But yeah, San Antonio is a great town. Whoever was asking about their sister, like, don't worry about them. They're in a cool place. It's a cool town. The main reason I don't think I would move is just because it seems like it's as expensive as Austin. And if I'm gonna have to move, I'd rather move somewhere that, like, I don't know, was cheaper than Austin and cooler than Austin. Like, probably move north. Okay. How expensive is Austin? I think the cheapest you can get rent in a place that doesn't have rats is like 900 to 800. Okay? That's a thing that's happening. That's a thing though. Okay, that is absolutely coming after me. How good is your aim? Okay, it's still coming after me. Alright, that's still happening. How long does this travel? Oh, okay. It missed. Alright. So I'm gonna take off the helmet. I don't think I'm gonna see any more Endermen. On the off chance I do, can I just like... No, I can't just right click and put it on. So, do I have a sword? I do, but it's banged up to all fuck. Alright. Oh, okay. So now if I just like get in close... Okay, now I'm floating. Okay. I'm floating again. And this is one way of climbing the tower. Just sort of float up it. I have a... Yeah, okay. It does wear off eventually. Okay, cool. Oh, that was a bad decision. Okay. Oh, my laptop is finally booted. That's how healthy my laptop is, for anyone who's wondering there. I should probably get, like, a estimate of where I am in the nether. Or not nether, in... Where's a pencil? Just go and keep barfing. Alright, cool. Alright, so where are we? Negative 1872 61 negative 51525. Alright. Alright. Cool. Dallas Fort Worth is... No, you cannot get an apartment in Dallas Fort Worth for $700. No. I don't see any airships. I'm looking around for an airship or anything that looks different. I see a couple floating buildings, and that's about it. Is that an airship? That might be. Either that's a floating building or an airship. I'm not sure which. Okay. We'll figure out a way up there. But for now... And then the shulker did not drop anything. Okay. Oh, okay. It teleported? This is not too bad. As long as I can, like, keep my head under a platform, we're fine. Alright, it's gonna wear off. There we go. It's not so bad. They resist damage when they're closed. I see. I'm gonna keep my thing topped off. Okay, do I have any other... We do have other weapons. I don't know if you really want to call a wooden pickaxe a weapon, but it's better than my fist, so... Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Oh, we are 100% dead. We're dead. Yeah, that's a good point. All right. Well, at least we know where we need to go. Hmm. All right. So we need to probably, well, let's sleep real quick. Turn render distance back down. You're right. Hold on. Thank you. 18, I believe, is default. I don't think there was anything I was holding on me there that was really important. Like, I think I'm okay without it. I'm gonna use up the last of the wood axe. And, go from there. It's a desert biome, yeah. It's right above the city thing. Got a lot of pumpkins, so that's good. I think that's the only thing I really cared about was, my pumpkin hat. And, I guess the shears would have been nice to not lose, but I think we're okay. Does anyone trade for pumpkins? Do you trade for pumpkins? Okay, he does, so we might as well go and get some. I didn't lose much there, and I did write down my coordinates, so, like, all things considered, not the worst possible thing to happen. I'm gonna shut my laptop now, because we don't really need it up. My current house is $1,400 a month, and it's a generic 3-bed, 2-bath. That's pretty good. That's pretty cheap. Like, for America, or at least as far as Austin standards go, that's exceedingly cheap. Austin is about $1,000 a month for a decent apartment. Give or take, and that's with utilities and stuff. The place we live is about that. I think I paid like $950 this month for everything. And it's not too bad. Fairly small, safe neighborhood. What about a mansion? I mean, like, if you want to live in Westlake, you already, you know, it's one of those things that if you don't know the price, you don't have enough money. That's what my mom's used to say. And, it's true. If they don't tell you the price, you probably don't have enough for it. Whatever it is. Like, and we have a pretty good deal due to, like, rent control. Like, they couldn't overcharge me. Honestly, like, the whole dream of leaving your parents' place and, like, you know, doing your own thing and yada yada, that's all cool and jazz, but, like, we're millennials. The world's a lot harder than it used to be. $800 a month for a 2-bed, 1-bath. This is, we live in a 1-bedroom, apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bath. The lights don't work quite right. The water doesn't work quite right. But, it's safe. You know, it's convenient. We can go and do anything we want, relatively, you know. The bus is a bus. So if I ever wanted to go somewhere, I could use it, I guess. Every now and then, I try and pretend I'm a student. I think I look like I'm, like, somewhere between the age of, like, doctorate student to, like, maybe, like, TA. I could be a TA. You know? So, like, you know, college students get cheaper rides. Not that I'm scamming the local bus system or anything, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I look like a TA. Chat has decided to overthrow the corporate class. Just be an Uber driver? Oh, yeah. I live at a 450 square feet flat for $300 or €300 a month. Heat and water, but not electricity. It's, I mean, I know there's like a 800 something dollar apartment, downtown near UT, because I looked at it. It would have been, too short for me to actually, like, it was when I was still apartment shopping, when I was going to college. Wanted to get one close to UT campus because I was going to UT at the time. And, it was too short for me to, like, get my head in the house. Like, the roof was too short, and we kind of just... I think I've told this story before. We kind of just barged in, like, on the guy who was, like, there. Right? Like, the guy who was still living in the apartment, right? Anyway, that apartment was, like, I want to say, like, 800 to 1,000. 400-something square feet. So that's about twice. I don't remember what the euro is at right now, but yeah. Didn't really ring confidence for me. I wasn't really like, wow, this place is great. Make one wooden pickaxe. Houses are really darn expensive nowadays. I'd very much like to live in a house, but, you know, one thing at a time. I wonder if we can start clearing off some of the sand. When I get back to the cabin, you should get a grindstone, a blast furnace, a smithing table, and some spruce saplings. Do you think I should head back? Because I definitely could. Grindstone, blast furnace, smithing table. Can I make those things? Grind. I don't know how to make that. I'd like to get an elytra. I feel like that's an end crystal. The fuck is this? Get your iron sword and armor and be prepared. I feel like I need, like, diamond armor in order to deal with the situation I'm dealing with. So actually, now that I think of it, I should probably just go home. I think I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna bring the stuff that I've got that I care about here. I'm just gonna go home. We'll bring one compass with us, because this leads us back to spawn, right? The compass should do. I'm facing... southwest, yeah. That should be spawn that it's facing towards there. I need damage and fall protection, like feather fall. Well, my original base, the cabin, is sort of right next to the world spawn, so I can just go on home. I just pressed 3 so that way I could put away my weapon and run faster because I've been playing too much Apex. They started adding dailies, and so now I just sort of play the dailies rather than actually, like, enjoying the game, so I'm probably gonna have to stop playing it. I don't know if that made sense, but I'm definitely in that mindset now, where it's just sort of like, I mean, potions. I mean, you know, I could make potions in Minecraft, or I could do anything else. Sorry, that made me sound like an asshole. Probably because I am. That's fair, you know? Sorry. Apex, I feel like, is still relevant. There's not a lot of games out there right now that I feel like are really, you know, I guess have the same draw as I'd really like. Like, the games that I see a lot of people that I watch just casually to see, like, okay, what, you know, keep my finger on the pulse of, like, what's going on video game-wise. It's like, Sunken City and, like, Auto Chess, I feel like, are the games right now. And, Auto Chess, like, it's one of those games that if you're good at it, it's probably really interesting to watch and learn strategies from. I don't really totally fucking understand what's happening, and I've watched, like, a couple dozen videos of it. As far as I can tell, it's just, like, arranging your guys beforehand to fight, and then they do the fight. I've talked about this before. But, yeah. I don't imagine that, like, if I said, like, hey guys, instead of Minecraft, I'm gonna go stream Auto Chess. I don't imagine chat's gonna be like, holy shit, I can't believe he's streaming. Go tell everyone. And then New York Times writes an article and it's just like, Reverend Scarecrow, Lord Reverend Scarecrow plays Auto Chess. You know, I don't really feel like it's gonna be a game that people give a shit about. Because I'm not gonna be good at it. I can just tell you right now. League of Legends is doing a card game. Oh. League of Legends is still a thing? Yeah, and then all of chat subscribes and they go and like go call their mother and everyone's just glued to the screen. Comet, thank you for the sub. It's very kind of you. How'd you react if you're streaming as a national holiday? It'd be very disruptive to the general like working condition of just the world. Lord of Sealand comes after Reverend. Reverend is a higher rank. Yeah? So it'd be Reverend Lord Scarecrow? Doesn't sound right. Does anyone else, like, kind of feel that as well? That doesn't sound quite right? What about finding games on itch.io? A lot of itch.io games don't really, like, I mean, like, they're kind of bleh. There's some good ones in there. You should probably start carrying a bed on you. Yeah, probably. I'm almost home, though. I'm only like 300-something blocks, 600-something blocks away. We're very close. I think you need even more titles. It might be what I do from here on out on the charities, is just slowly expand my exceedingly long and useless name of things. It was between Doctor or Lord or Baron. And I actually have to learn about things. Like, I'm gonna have to learn about, like, how... Like, do I have to do things as a Lord? What about Reverend Scarecrow, Lord of Sealand? If people get Sealand and Sea World mixed up, so they think that, like, I'm, like, free-willing this shit. It's a bit of a different thing. Be lordly. You can buy land on the moon. Yeah, but buying land on the moon means absolutely fucking nothing. Because no one owns that. No one owns moon land. Like, you can't stake claim to the moon. It's like an international treaty. Like, everyone in the world is okay with that. I don't actually have any arrows, I realized, so I have a bow that's fairly functionally useless. This is not the best. Just trying to cut the distance real quick. Papa games for next incentive? What are Papa games? I have the game suggestions thing on my Discord. I should probably look at it more often than I do. It's a couple that have been, that I need to, like, get into. So what is Reverend trying to do today? I am trying to, get an elytra. And I know where to go, I think. I think that was a ship. And I go in the ship, apparently, right? I don't think the moon has squatter rights. Like, I don't think you can just build on the moon and be like, I own this. You can't colonize... You can't, like, manifest destiny the moon. Top Houndor, thank you for the 13 months of support. I'm gonna go up to my house. I'm gonna sleep in my bed. Shulker boxes are really good, too. I didn't get any. I don't think I killed a single one. The moon is lawless. Like, yeah, I guess. Who's gonna stop you? The moon police? I figure, like, as soon as you come back to Earth, everyone's gonna call you an asshole. Don't. I'm gonna wake up again. Alright. So there was a laundry list of things that you thought I should make. I think diamonds are really where I need to start. So I'm gonna make myself 2 cobblestone pickaxes, and then that asshole is gonna burn to death. There we go. Finally did as I said. There we go. Whatever. Oh, it made them. Okay, cool. And then we're gonna put up the cobblestone. We're gonna try and get some diamonds and go from there. Fuller falling is more important than anything, so we need iron or diamonds. We could probably get away with just iron if we can get feather falling. I should probably eat some food. That's a solid suggestion from chat there. Thank you. Food. 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 Cooked rabbit. Alright, it's been sitting in my chest there for a couple of days, but should be fine. Grindstone, smithing table, blast furnace. You have a blast furnace, smithing table, either in a box or in a dead village. I'm going to slowly look through each of these and see if I can find it. So far, nothing. Smoker. It's not what you were talking about. I don't know what to expect. So I don't have to worry about eating now, because I have food. Yeah, anytime you use... It looks like the chorus fruit makes you teleport, but, like, not off of ledges, but just... It could teleport you outside the building, but on a ledge. But outside the building where you can't get back in. Which is about as bad as just teleporting you directly into the air. Especially at the heights that we're talking up there. Seems like it's entirely possible for me to just get fucked. Alright, so at the old town that I lived at, they patched out Miku apples. The gold ones, you mean? I'm just gonna send the randomizer on Twitter. That'd be a good idea. Are you talking about the Minecraft randomizer? I've seen a couple people recommend it. I don't really understand what that would do. So the town, the old town, used to be over here, I think. Let's go and check that out, see if we can maybe, get what the grindstone and the, was it blacksmithing table or what have you. How's it going? This is a pretty game. Enchanted golden apples are super rare. You made an old... Oh, yeah. Right. Also get some spruce saplings. It's a very specific request. Why do I need spruce saplings? Since spruce is right there. Okay, well. Might as well. Is this spruce right here? I forgot about the tunnel. You spruce or you oak? Nira, thank you for the sub. That's oak. Alright, we'll go ahead and get it. Oh, itch.io randomizer makes a good way to search games. It has good stuff in it. You kind of need to search around. The randomizer kind of helps with that. Yeah, I would always probably search like fairly similar terms, so a randomizer might make it a little easier. Maybe just have a day where we just go and look for stuff. Need to probably look over some of the stuff that's been recommended to me. Yeah, I mean, I've played a lot of, like, Frozen Elsa surgery games. 4 spruce and sapling are worth 16 emeralds and sticks. I see. Might as well get the wood while I'm here. I don't have an axe, so we're doing it with an arrow, of all things. I got one spruce sapling. Cut down a tree with an arrow. Just like chop into it point first until it goes through. You just have to plant them in 2x2 squares. I don't understand how this is helping me. I'll be honest. But I trust you, Legend, so. Plant 4 spruce in a 2x2 square. Okay. And that'll make a bigger tree? And that'll help me somehow. You can chop down giant trees to get big wood. Okay. And lumber axes aren't a thing in this, right? You have to like chop down each wooden block. There's no like vein mining wooden blocks or anything. Okay, I have 4 spruce now. Oh, right. I forgot about that. I could just buy the whole fucking thing from that one shop. And that shop is well, it's halfway between the town that the in town and where I live. So that would work. Let's go back. Actually, I was about to try and walk all the way there again. Let's just take the tunnel. A tree capitator is not a thing in this, is it? Has he fully upgraded the armor? No, but I feel like if I buy enough things, I'll be able to pretty easily. Won't be a huge pain to do so. Okay, easy enough, and then you. Cool. You're reading half the words in my sentence right. Does that mean I read all of the words in your sentence right that time? I think it does. Flash is gonna die next year. Yeah, I think it'll be phased out. I don't think it'll die like it just stops working all of a sudden one day. I think it'll just be like it will stop getting updates. Much in the same way that like Windows ME is dead. It's like you could still boot a computer with it, but probably not gonna be a thing. I've played a lot of Flash games. I've made my peace more or less with this. I feel like other people have as well. It's sad. There's some legit good Flash games out there. I agree, and that's why I started playing them in the first place, was because, like, I grew up with Flash games, and they're just out there in the world being good. Do you think I'll ever do a good Flash game stream? I've done a couple, actually. Yeah, like Bubble Tank was there, stuff like that. Alright. So, let's go ahead and, I'm gonna leave them in this chest here. No, I'm gonna leave them in the small chest. And the reason I'm doing that is that way we can, you know, use them later. Some bread. So we have some food, some pumpkins to be put away. Alright, now we're gonna just... I'm out of arrows, so that's not too helpful. Botocross is not a good game. What about Flash animated TV shows? I would imagine they'll still use it, but I think they probably use a different program now. Like, there's not a lot of Flash animated ones anymore, right? We're trying to get the Elytra. And then from there, I don't know. Madness Combat. Madness was such a good one. Arthur still uses Flash. It looks pretty clean for a Flash cartoon. What's the name of that one where you can really tell that, like, that they're using it? Because it's like you see the hinge points rotate and they never change, like, their, like, position that they look. Top Houndor, thank you for the sub. I don't know if it did or not. I will thank you for it all the same. Thank you. Johnny Test, that. Like, whatchamacallit? Death Clock has a bit of that aesthetic, but it's not quite. That's more stylized, I feel like. Well, it's just them kind of cheaping out, too, but it's different. It's a different thing than what I'm referring to. Johnny Testicles. Okay, does it need to be called that? Shout out to the... Yeah, shout out to that whip crack sound. I was just old enough to not watch Johnny Test. You know? Like, it existed in my, like, peripheral. Johnny Quest? No. Johnny Test. And Johnny Quest I watched, but not, like, when it was first coming out. Because that was, like, the 70s or 80s. Something like that. Feel like I walked over that intentionally at one point or another and just kept walking to piss off chat. That seems like something I would do. Okay. No, I definitely hear something. And then just a random piece of cobblestone here so that way you can just run. The opening to Johnny Test is a Green Day copy. Like, it was, like, just at that, like, breaking point where it was, like, I'm just a little bit too old for this, you know? It didn't look that good in the first place. Like, I still watch cartoons, let's be real. Tilda found a really good anime about, a koto club, which is, like, a traditional Japanese lap instrument. It's like a... sort of like a guitar, but bigger and more twangy. But it's like, it's that, like, twangy sound that you hear in, like, yeah, it's kind of like a harp. It's like a harp. Yeah, it's like a lap harp. It's massive. Looks like just a slab of wood that they put strings on. And it's like an anime about them going to, like, I don't know, a concert and learning how to play and stuff. I think the best part is that apparently the manga has an accompanying track. So while you're reading it, you can go and listen to the song. And that's cool. Like, the music, I think, is the best part. Like, I think that's my favorite part, is just listening to them play the music and kind of explain it. The character dynamics are like, eh. Like, not really super attached to any of the characters, especially, like, the other thug character. So the basic premise is that this one guy wants to keep the Kyoto club going, and he doesn't have any members, and then, he finds a guy, and the guy is, like, a thug at the school, but then he ends up joining the club because his dad was super into it and made Kotos. I don't remember the name of this show. It's... oh, sorry. Didn't know what that was. Just sort of assumed it would be hostile and attacked it. I would watch it for the music more so than anything. And the explanation of how, like, the instrument is played. I have a lot of respect for the koto now. It's a cool instrument. It makes sense that Japan has, like, a metal scene. Because, like, the koto, like, when you get to those faster songs, does have... it shreds. Like, they definitely try and shred on that thing. And I can see why... like, it makes sense. And especially because, like, a lot of, like, Japanese metal is, like, very, like, technical. It makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, the hurdy-gurdy episode of Down the Rabbit Hole is good. It's a cool instrument. There's a really good couple of people playing hurdy-gurdies on YouTube. And they're worth a listen to every now and then. I don't think I'll try and learn how to play either instrument because just fuck it. I don't care. But, you know... You have a hurdy-gurdy? That's neat. Based on the way that he was talking about it in the video... oh, it's broken. Well, shit. it seems like they're pretty hard to get your hands on. So it's like, it sounds like the kind of thing that I want the background music of arcade to be. Just sort of like the whole concept of it just being a repetitive sound sounds perfect for what I'm trying to do, but I have to go and buy a hurdy-gurdy, which is, I could just learn how to play guitar. And that would probably be a better use of my money and time, because then I'd have to learn. Alright, so maybe this one. This looks like it could be a blacksmith. Smithing table. Okay, that was it. You raided this place a while ago. Yeah, I feel like I did. I don't think there's anything left here. Alright. Well, with nothing left here, I think we can, like, safely just call this town defunct. There's a pig. There is indeed. I slapped him. This is the first village I found. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I got that, because then I can use this to fast travel back to the cabin. There's a, where's home? There it is. That smoke thing. That smoke trail, that small aesthetic choice has been super helpful because it loads before anything else. 2 planks, 2 sticks, and a stone slab. Alright, I'll go ahead and try and put that together. I think I've got... Smoke signals are super useful. Like, look at that shit. But yeah, I just need to, like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go through the trouble of learning how to, like, play guitar better. I think I'll use the time and energy I've got to, like, go and do that for a bit. A couple local music stores have, like, free lessons. So I wasn't thinking of it until just now, but what if I went and did all of the free lessons at all of the different places? I could probably get a year's worth of free lessons out of Austin, Texas. Like, going to all the different stores and shops and going for their one free lesson and then figure out who teaches me the best and just, wow, I'm a shit person. Holy fuck. I'm an asshole. I mean, I'd have to go to, like, 8 different shops. Oh my god. I just came up with a really, like, asshole-ish but good idea. Or I could just pay, like, the, you know, $100 to, you know, learn from a guy. It's like $100 a month, which is, you know, I don't know. That's a business expense. I'm using it to, like, learn how to play guitar so that way I can have songs for arcade. So there you go. Worth. Not a smoker, right? Yeah, it's the other one. Blast furnace is going to be able to do that. I don't have any more coal, do I? That's going to be an issue. Oh, no, I have plenty. Never mind. Tax write-offs. What about the YouTube tutorials? The main thing about the YouTube... So, here's the reason that I want to have lessons. Okay? It's not about, like, them teaching me how to play the goddamn instrument. It's really not. Like, that's not relevant to me. It's more just being held accountable and being told, hey, why didn't you practice, asshole? And then my answer being, oh, I'm sorry. Like, and feeling like a total dick for not, like, practicing. That's why I want to get lessons. More so than anything is just to be held accountable. The arcade channel, a lot of it is just me holding myself accountable because, like, I know how I work. I have to have that stress. I have to have that, like, I need to go do the thing. Have there been any more arcade streams recently? There have been a couple. Cook the carrots. Does that work? You can't smoke them. You can't blast them, I would bet. Yeah, neither of those work. I should probably do some more. Alright, so stone slabs. This one? Gonna pack up that blast furnace or make a new one? Yeah, there it is. I just didn't have that one piece. Grindstone, sticks, and wood. Okay, easy enough. Okay, one of these guys. And then, okay. Where did they do this game? All the crafting stations is giving me Terraria vibes. I don't feel like it's too many. I think they're mostly just like upgraded versions of each other. What am I trying to do? You know, I'm kind of not in the know. I don't know what I'm doing either. Blast furnace just cooks things faster. It's whatever. I think it's more fuel efficient as well. I'm trying to bring new jobs to the village, I guess. I can work on this while that's cooking up. Go ahead and shred this puppy up. No, I have to put it on the ground, then I can shred it, right? That's how these things work. Okay. Such a weird thing to do. Will Rev play Terraria 1.4 in the fall? I mean, maybe. I don't really feel like... I've really never been able to get in Terraria. But maybe. It just sort of passed me by in a lot of ways. Blast furnace. Then I need smooth stone. Okay, which is stone that's been double cooked, I want to say. Or can I just run it through here? No, it's got to be double cooked, I think. I don't know if I'll need the gold at any point. The combat in Minecraft has never been the part that excited me. It's just sort of like incidentally a thing I have to do because that's the progression of the game. It's about the building and like all of that first and foremost. I need to get rid of that thing on a related note. Okay. Alright, so there's that. I've already forgotten what the combination is, but blast furnace, so I need a regular furnace on top of that. Okay. And there we go, and then... Alright, there we go, we got one. Remember when Minecraft had a difficulty? It still does have a difficulty thing. Wait, yeah, there it is. It's just not really relevant. I just put the furnace in the ground so that way I could like hide it, because this is starting to get a little cluttered aesthetically, and that looks like a hearth, you know, like it'll be fine. Like, you could still do creation in Terraria. I feel like we have this conversation every time. You can still make stuff in Terraria, but it's a different experience. Alright, so do I have everything that you feel like I should have? It's starting to be nighttime. I think I'll go ahead and sleep real quick and wait for the response. We're kind of going into parts of this game that I don't know. Like, that I haven't, like, done any, like, looking into and haven't bothered to, like, investigate. Fire protection and thorns. Grab the bones and spruce saplings. Bones, spruce saplings, a bed, just in case if I need to make like a quick stop halfway through. And bone meal. An enchanted apple. Apparently I had one all of this time. The cabin is aesthetic as fuck, and I enjoy it quite a bit. Did I hear the news about Team Fortress 2? Yeah, let's talk about that for a second, how the Team Fortress 2 market crashed overnight. I kind of forgot about the game entirely, but apparently they made a change to, I guess, they added a new, like, hat. And I don't know if it was incidental or if it was because of it, but that changed. Something changed with the way that they made the game work. To the point that it stopped working, and they, yeah. Steam keys were, or the loot box keys were, like, going crazy. Does anyone have, like, a good explanation of that? They made old crates, oh, right, almost always unusual tier. Which meant that all of the stuff that used to be worth a whole fuck ton now isn't. So I need a lot more levels in order for that to be worth. Alright, so we're just gonna put that back then. Because if I'm not gonna get, like, something that helps us out, then... I mean, like, there have been a few exploits, regarding Steam as of recent that I feel like people have slept on. That, you know, I'm not gonna, like, bring up because I don't want to get banned. One of the hats that sold for $10,000 real money got unboxed 16 times and crashed the hats market to $100. Holy shit. Can you imagine if you were one of the guys who bought that hat at like 9,000, saw it go up to 10,000, you're like, man, my life's great. And then you go to sleep and then you wake up and you look at your stocks and it's like, oh God. Like, that is like, oh God, that's awful. That's so bad. You forgot your, yeah. Spruce saplings. These, because this will allow us to get wood easier, I think is the idea. Alright. Why don't I go ahead and make, or let me bring the sticks. I need to bring those planks with me because I can make that into wood. And then let's turn this last one into an axe. And that way I can cut down the trees that I'm going to make apparently a fuck ton of. I'll make them into, like, I don't know why I did that. That was weird. 4 in a square is usually worth 64 logs, which is worth 16 emeralds and sticks. Carve a staircase to the top of the giant tree so you can mine it from the top down. Got it. I don't know. I never really got into the hats thing. There was a short period of time where I would, like, farm, like, a couple of achievements here or there when it first came out. So that way I could just get my Steam level up. And then once it got up to a high enough level, just use that to just, I don't know, every now and then I'll get a card pack or whatever for some game that I beat, like Sinrun, or not Sinrun, Kuraga, Sakura Spirit. Same shit, honestly. And then use that to, like, I don't know, have 5 cents off a game or something. I don't really understand, like, I've never really been much for stocks. And I think stocks entirely owned by one company seems like a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? It's not Kuraga, it's Karaga. Okay, well, it's anime titty girls. So what do you want? Yeah, like a couple pennies here or there. Maybe like, I mean, like I bought myself a couple of like CS:GO guns. It was fine. Because it was like I had earned like $1 worth of selling Steam cards. I used that to buy like a $1 skin that I thought was real neat. And it was a gun that I used a lot. And it's like, cool. You know? Now that makes this gameplay experience a little bit better. I'm happy about this situation. A friend of mine says that Sinran Karaga, however you pronounce it, is better than a lot of AAA games made today. True, false, or half true? Listen, people like boobies. It's true. Titties are nice. There's value in that, I suppose. That being said, I doubt that they have great gameplay. I remember like seeing the box when I was working at the game store, and just like no one was in the store, so the security camera just saw me reading the back for like a couple minutes, and yeah. Like, legitimately, like, does anyone play Sinran, whatever the fuck it's called, for, like, the plot or the gameplay? Was it because of the Ricardo Milos hat was added? Is that why, like, it crashed? Like, of the people who have actually played Sinran, whatever the fuck, like, did you have a good time? Was it just like, I'm gonna keep that in mind for later. People play it for the gameplay. People play, like, 100% orange juice for the gameplay, though. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't mean shit. It really doesn't. It's one of those games that has titties on that side. It's, you know, under that, you know, titty exterior, if you just push the titties aside, you go a little bit deeper, you'll find that the game has some heart underneath the titties. 100% orange juice is great. What the fuck? No, it's not. And I speak subjectively, but I'm going to pretend objectively for a moment and say it's bad. Am I going to provide, like, proof? No. It's the titty on the inside that counts. A lot of box descriptions for Japanese anime games tend to be real bad when they come to the States. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. I'll give you that one. So I'm looking for... Wait a minute. Am I going the wrong way? No, I'm going the right way. 1,175. Did I get off course somewhere? If I go this way, does that lower that number? Oh, I might have gotten off course at some point. No, I should be going northeast. Other than that stuff, it deals with betrayal, assassinations, insecurities, and death. That doesn't make it fucking Shakespeare. I found it. Alright, so I can make this a thing now, right? Like, this guy, he has stuff. I didn't mean to drop that. It's mine. Fuck off. Is there a guy who does not have a job? Shakespeare would... What's the one that I saw? I forget the name of it. It was, I don't think I can stream it, but I might make a video on it. It's like anime Isaac Newton. I saw that one when I was searching through stuff, and I'm like, that's awful. What game should I christen it with? Any recommendations? Christen it with Skyrim and watch it still not run well, and then question whether or not it'll actually, like, it's a good PC. Why are they stuck? I mean, like, you know. Wait, how the fuck did they get on the roof? How did you guys get up there? I think they... You know what? I think they're actually safe there, relatively. I think what happened is they fell from up here and then landed there. I know a lot of people like Valhalla, that game. I couldn't get into it. I played the itch.io game of it, though, so, you know, there's that. Hey. Okay, neither of you guys have jobs. I don't know how you managed to do this, but... Ow. I missed it by, like, a block. Alright, It doesn't look like a bad game, Valhalla. It just doesn't look like a game I enjoy. I think there's a clear distinction between a game being bad and a game that I don't enjoy. Maybe these guys need jobs. People lost their jobs because of the TF2 crash? What? Like, do I need to help them get down? Would I rather play Sinran Kiraga or Bubsy 3D? I mean, probably Sinran. Bubsy has no, like, defining gameplay mechanics. Trading is serious business. I guess? Hey, Abby. Abby has learned how to climb the back of the chair. It's disturbing every single time she does it, but it's cute. Whoa, okay. Jobs box don't actually have to be in a house, you know. They can just be anywhere. Oh, I thought they had to be in a house. Alright, well, I just can plonk them down and we can have, like, a little, like, work station area. We'll have, like, a work area where all the people work at. Do they need to be, like, a certain distance from each other? Or anything? Like, any sort of, like, actual, like, rhyme or reason to this shit? Or is it just like, fuck it? And then I'm gonna see if I can get them down from the roof. I think I'll try and build a staircase up to them. Did the devs try and... I vaguely remembered that, but I thought it was a fever dream. They actually tried to get people to, like, buy Bubsy 3D Remake? A job depository. Yeah, it's a place where you go and get jobs. Just go and get a job. Occupation dispensary. Sure. Do they know how to use stairs? Okay. I don't want to work for Amazon forever. That's probably a good idea. I respect what they've done for Twitch in general, but, like, they worry me. Hey, why'd you just chest bump me? Go downstairs. Yeah, there you go. That's... Why do you have that job? You could have any job. You're a delivery driver, though. Yeah, it's a bit different, and that's kind of what I'm talking about. I don't think that's a terribly good... like, they don't treat the drivers well, from what I've heard. So if I break this, then he'll stop being a farmer, right? Like, will you go get a job? Or is he one of those scrub ones that'll never get a job? Like, I already have a farmer, and he's pretty leveled up. Slap the composter so he'll stop. There you go. There you go. Now you don't have a job. What does it feel like? A millennial? Good luck. Just gonna put this into a... I don't think delivery driving is a comfy job. I think it's a very stressful job. I'm gonna give them a minute to try and like figure out what they're doing with themselves, but I'm gonna go and plant this tree. Bring the job blocks closer. Will they just like... So they'll never just like walk over there and figure it out themselves? Like, none of these guys have the right job for this. There it is. Whoa. That completely changed the ground around it. Weird. And then it's recommended that I staircase up. Like, I like being in the car. I really like driving. I enjoy being, like, I don't know. I can sing. I can scream at people. It's a very freeing place. The ground around it is now pot soil. It can grow mushrooms irrespective of the outside conditions. Interesting and bizarre. Okay. What are today's goals? Well, we're gonna try and set it up so that way we can get to the elytra stuff. And to do that, we're gonna have to get some basic stuff put together, and then from there we'll see how it goes. This is a big ass tree. Are they merping at each other? Pot soil is a great block. Alright, so that should start just being not tree anymore, right? Like there's nothing holding that together. Yeah, that should start falling apart sometime soon. This is a big ass tree. That's my best villager impersonation. Best thwomp impersonation. I haven't heard a thwomp sound in a while. Okay, cool. So now that all falls down, that all decay, then I'll get at least one more sapling. And then I could turn these into logs, apparently. That whole tree took more than half an axe, yeah. Well, I mean, that's fine. But I'll probably stop fairly close to exactly the 2-hour mark here today. And I apologize for that, but I want to make sure that Tilda can get some good sleep. She's got an early morning tomorrow, and like I was just saying, it's kind of a small apartment, so, you know. Colonel. It's a different sort of sound. It's a bit different. It seems like this works. It just uses a lot of it in order for it to... Oop. Fuck. It He's complaining that it isn't Danganronpa still funny. I mean, like, I think people are legitimately looking forward to Danganronpa, which is a good feeling. Might be able to get a couple more sticks or a couple more spruce out of this situation. Rev the grass. Danganronpa is a good game. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time with it. I feel like it ended when it needed to. It didn't have a whole lot left to say. I'm curious about how 2 is gonna go, and I'm mostly interested just because of Fingers in His Ass guy. Which is... Even people who... Like, I feel like the people who don't play the game don't know what I'm talking about. And it's just because it's a meme that has nothing to do with the game. So when you look up Fingers in His Ass... Danganronpa, you probably just get weird porn. Like, probably not the meme. The story behind Fingers in His Ass guy is amazing. So, you assholes decided to get jobs yet? You want to do something with your life? Be a productive member to society? Hey. Go and make something of yourself. I could go to that other town. I don't remember the coordinates for it, though. And so that's a problem. No, not y'all. The, villagers. You have a job. I feel like I'm gonna have to go back to that other village. Probably easier to just grab those blocks and move them closer. The problem is I don't have the stick guy in this village. The stick guy is in a separate village. The Fletcher. So we're gonna have to make the fletching thing here. So that's gonna be an issue. I also feel like there's not enough villagers here, because we got 3 different jobs, I take it. And I think there's 2 villagers without jobs. So that's gonna be an issue. Anyone ever met a Kameda-kin? I mean... That's some... Hey, do you have a job now? Come downstairs and have a job. There, you have a job now. You trade iron. Okay, cool. Alright, now, this guy... Do you want the grindstone one or the other one first? Where are you? Where are you, asshole? Are you Fletcher? You are a Fletcher. Okay, cool. Good. We got the Fletcher guy here. That's good. I could very easily get... Okay. A lot of people on Tumblr and stuff were just like constantly telling me, go play Danganronpa, go play Danganronpa. And then when I finally did, I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, so I can't have the grinds. Are these separate jobs? Because I feel like this is going to be everything that this guy does. I'm just going to put all of the things in this one guy's house, and then maybe he'll be a better... Make sure he's up to date. What? Literally what? Those are separate jobs. So there's only like 3 people who live in this town, so it's kind of an issue. Doesn't like upgrade his thing. Probably don't want to use up the last little bit of the axe poorly like that. So we'll see how Danganronpa 2 is. Lose the Fletcher's job, then give it back to him once he's take the 16 sticks trade at once. Okay, cool. We'll just we'll steal that job from him, then give it back to him until he's good. That'll be good. But yeah, I'll probably start on that. Like I said, maybe like, well, Monday I'm gonna be streaming with Mike, and then. Oh, it updates their job. So this guy, he's got the shitty old job. So now if I take this from you, then now you don't have a job. But now if I give it back to you... Wait, now you're a cleric. Why are you a cleric all of a sudden? You used to be a Fletcher like all 5 seconds ago. The skin is myself, yes. Ideally. Close enough anyway. Where did you even get a cleric job? Found God after losing his job. He had like a whole spiritual awakening within like 5 seconds. From a potion stand. I need to go find that and take it from him. Don't see it. Like, he literally, like, from 5 seconds, that's all it took for him to be like, you know what? I used to make weapons, but now I'm a man of the cloth. Can you rename villagers? I don't think you can. So I'm getting, like, pop-ups from, stream. I've got it so that way, like, Twitch or YouTube will alert me when people comment on videos, but only when I'm logged into the things, and I forgot to log out before going live. So now it's just like covering over chat. All right. So I don't see a potion stand about. Should probably take the other jobs as well, because there's a chance that he might do one of those instead. I don't think it's spying on you guys to, like, moderate my comments. Where is your job site? You're not a cleric anymore. You're a Fletcher. I broke that. It's gone forever. You're no longer a cleric. Stop being religious. There you go. Start being a Fletcher. He's got the shitty job again. What? What do you... What? Could you legally assign one of the... No, I think that's illegal. Here. Go back to making weapons good. No. Did you just break the stand with your fist? Of course I did. I'm stupid. But he's buying 6. He wasn't buying them at the right price. Like, we got an industry to, like, deal with. He wants to buy him for 32, 6 for 1. No. It's the wrong one. He needs to be 16 for 1, right? That's what I'm looking for? He was already buying 32 for... Why did we go through all of that if that's the case? Now he's good. Give me a better deal. Stop remembering how to work. Thanks. Use the pickaxe to break the wooden... Okay, what job do you have? I think it only goes as good as 32. Only buy 8 stacks of stitch at once. So this is better then. This is the deal we're going for. He's just like, what am I doing with my life? And he's super religious now too. Sometimes, but only sometimes. My inventory sticks. It's gonna be a problem here in a second. Okay, there we go. I have maximum sticks. The gravel trade is useless. Yeah? I'll ideally want him to know how to buy and trade gravel. Where are you? Fletcher? Fletcher? Fletcher, there you are. Hey. He's got the gravel trade again. This guy sells... Why did you change your... He's a different one. He's a different one. He might need to be near his job to lose the job. He might have, no, I think he loses it instantaneously. I think he just got the same job back. Is the other deadbeat? Okay, good. Go somewhere else. You're fine. You just broke your ankles. It's normal. It's Minecraft. Okay. Have a different job now. They take a bit to lose their jobs. Alright, let's go break it, then go check and see how he's doing. Alright. Why do you still have a job? Look. Time to sleep so they don't all die. Okay, maybe in the morning you'll realize that you don't have a job anymore. Is there another Fletcher about? There's not. You can only I don't think that's right. You don't have a job anymore. Check behind the farm. There's nothing of value here. There's a farmer and some terracotta. I feel like I'm a old text-based game. The other farm. I'm trying to show him, but he doesn't recognize. Stop having... Change your job. Somewhere there's a Fletcher losing his mind, but it's not this guy. Is that our theory, that there's another guy who happens to be a Fletcher? And he's just like, why is this happening? Alright. I feel like that guy's job has changed. Okay. No, that's the same guy. Fletcher? He's like, he's going off on his own adventure. I'm just gonna put it back and then do this trade, I guess. I mean, it's whatever, it's fine. The most important bit is that he's selling me, like, sticks, or I can sell him sticks, I guess. He didn't change, I know that. It did change. Hey, how about... How about this? What do you think about me giving you a ton of sticks? How long will he let me do this to him? Well, is he gonna stop me soon? Okay, he stopped me. That was pretty good. 16 emeralds. You're giving him 62 for 1 emerald. No, I'm getting 2. It's good. Feel like I need another chest just for the sticks, because this is gonna be a problem. Like, I'm not gonna have room for that. So, sticks and emeralds go in this chest. And then this guy has this job now, but he doesn't... Do I really need a guy that has good weapons? Like, is this your job? No, it's not. What do you think of that? Do you really... Do I need a smith? What does the blast furnace get me? How about you don't have this job either? Now he does armor. Armor seems good. Yeah. Alright. I mean, he's bad at it right now. Coal. Gotta trade him coal. TRNB, thank you for the 18 months of support. It's very kind of you. Put this chest up. Or, bed up. If you want cheap weapons, you need a smith. Isn't the armor stuck on the ladder? Oh, no, he's, that's the same guy. He figured it out. He figured it out eventually. 15, yeah, that seems like an okay trade. That seems like a way to gain stuff in the meantimes. I think I'll go and plant some, sticks. Or, trees in the meantime. Real A-team going here. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. So I think we need to make like a mini mine. Round about this base. But we may not have the time to do it just today. Because I do need to stop here in just a sec. An armor that buys iron boots is always the best way. Because, I mean, I guess that's just 4 iron, yeah. You also need to kill the wither. I don't know if we're going to kill the wither boss, to be honest with you. It sounds like a little bit of bullshit. I'm not really a fan of that. What is this, Lego? Yeah. I actually made Lego Minecraft. Like, that's the most obvious tie-in ever. Full diamond, so the iron they sell it. Yeah. So now this guy, like, I can trade him flint and sticks. And he actually wants sticks again. That's nice. A wither would obliterate this village. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, like, bring it somewhere else. But, you know. So, maybe I can, Oh. Oh, it's gone down in price. Nice. Cool. And I don't really want anything else he's got. So maybe I can buy armor or something off this dude. Or maybe I switch out his thing for, like, shoes or something better. I mean, I could use some armor, but... Hey. Oh, this is the wrong one. Why is there Lego Minecraft? There is. And because there should be. Because, like, that's what you wanted. Like, honestly, you just want Minecraft IRL. There you go. Alright, yeah, I'll buy some boots and a hat. I guess. Can I melt boots down? Like, can I just, like, furnace this boots? Yes. Okay. And what does that give me? A iron nugget. That's an awful deal. Okay. Good to know. Okay. Alright. I need you to be better at your job, so I'm going to buy some boots. Now I'm wearing a hat and boots. I mean, You can actually use his blast furnace for that to matter. Okay. Let's try that. I will try burning some boots. Because, fuck it. Maybe it's different in the blast furnace. Maybe the exchange rate is not shit. There's a discount already. He likes me. He's like, you're a dumbass. Here's $1. So I think how streaming works. Ah, yes. It's still a nugget. So it's still not a good deal. Well, it looks like I'm in the market to buy some boots again. Thanks. There's no way of me converting these boots into something useful, is there? It's just... I'll probably chain them cheaper. Where did it go? Hey. I'll buy all of your boots, good sir. They don't stack, so I'm buying them one at a time. Alright. Seven more and you get 1 iron. Wow. It's great. Well, I guess I can convert it all into 1 ingot, and that might be worth at some point. Take your entire stock of boots. Is this an incredible waste of resources? Yes. But it... Chain can also be smelted into a nugget for all that it's worth. Okay. So now they're all nuggets. Getting them nugs. So there's that. I did it. Made with alcohol paint. I've never heard of such a thing. It's all for the greater good. I mean, like, I just need a chest space, to be honest. It's a very slow way to get infinite iron, yes. A very slow, ineffectual way of getting iron that I could just, like, dig down into the earth and find iron. The main thing is that's leveling him up, and that's what I really care about. I mean, like, I can imagine using alcohol to, like, get rid of paint. Like, it's solvent, so you could use it that way. But I've never heard of alcohol paint. Yeah, that's new to me. Could be a gimmicky thing that people, like, try and make art with. Just went to Michael's and saw it. Okay. Maybe it's a new thing. What is it, does it look like anything different, or, like... Would you rather be a cop, a firefighter, or a paramedic? Well... People don't get mad at firefighters or paramedics. And... So that's a good start. Any job hunting tips? Keep your job until you find a good one. You're an asshole. Okay. They look like watercolors. Oh, I don't like watercolors, personally. I mean, it's an aesthetic and it looks nice, but I don't like personally making watercolor paintings. That's a scary sound. Firefighters are also higher risk. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, wasn't expecting that. Baby suddenly death. Do you have a job? Cat? Cat. This guy likes sticks again. And then this guy... Whoa! Holy shit, that's a good deal. That is an amazing deal. Like, I get so many iron boots. Like, paramedics see bad shit all the time. That's true. Oh, fuck. I gotta get my shit together. Stone? Do I have wood? I don't really have anything to cut down the tree with. I have to cut. No, wait, hold on. I have logs. I can turn logs into. Yeah, I think paramedic sounds good. I could see myself being a paramedic. Like, I'm sexy enough to be a firefighter. Have you thought about those teaching classes? I mean, like, getting a job nowadays, the person asking, like, job hunting tips. I'm not good at finding jobs. Like, a majority of the jobs that I've found in my life have been bad. But one suggestion I do recommend is definitely, like, line up your next job before you quit one. Because you will take a worse deal. You will take a worse deal on your job if you have to take it. Like, you'll take a bad deal right now because you don't like your job, but you'll take an even worse one if you don't have a job and you need a job in order to, like, pay rent next week. You know what I mean? Like, it just seems like, there are no more deadbeats running around trying to get jobs here. I don't think college is the be-all, end-all that gets you jobs anymore, which is unfortunate. Like, it's not just like, oh, go to college, get a degree, and then you get a job in that career. Very few jobs are like that. I think programming and, like, medical stuff are probably like that. Programming is becoming less like that. Teaching, you can pretty much assuredly get a job in teaching if you get a teaching certificate, but you will never... Tree grew. You'll never make an even amount for how much you spent. Thought I got teleported to a new world. Nepotism is really taking its toll on the market, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I can go back to school. Like, I'm pretty much good with what I got. I have an art degree. I'm a lord. I'm a reverend. I make stupid comments on the internet. Teachers have it real rough, man. They have it real rough. Like, it's, you don't get paid enough for the bullshit you have to do, and you don't get paid for all the work you do because some of the work you do is off the clock, you know? Because just the nature of the beast, like, and it's, you have to manage children. Like, you gotta deal with shithead kids, like. Remember every child that, like, remember going to school and there was that kid that was like, he'd eat glue, and there was the other kid who would, like, beat up other children for no reason? Like, imagine, like, every day of your life you had to interact with that dumbass kid. Like, that's what teachers do. That's what teachers do for a living. They interact with that one asshole kid you remember from school. And he's just that one kid to you. He's the one kid that you remember from school who's like that, you know? But, like... That's just a daily life thing. And you can't tell the kid that he's a dumbass. You can't tell the kid, like, you're a stupid idiot. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you eating glue? But... I knew a teacher who got beat up by a kid simply because he hated authority. Okay. What the shit? Like, teachers don't get paid enough for the bullshit they have to do. It'll get you fired, yeah, but I mean, like, then you don't have a job, and also you have a college debt, and that's awful. Alright, I have a lot of bullshit in my inventory now. I feel like I should probably put up all of the stuff that's not relevant to my life right now. I could put a torch over... Yeah, I've got a torch already, so if I make another box, it's not going to be able to open. I could put one right there. I'm going to make another box. And then have that be my, like, inventory box. Just put everything away. I should be able to still sleep, despite the fact that this makes no sense. So just this. We'll do this one last trade, and then I'll have to stop for the night. Okay. These are all things that I don't need on a regular basis. Now, we would... Wood. Put that to the side, because apparently we'll never be able to make that turn into something. Do wood. And then do wood. Sticks, wood. That, there, wood. That's there, wood. There's a wood. Alright, cool. Wood. Fletcher, guess what I've got for you today? Oh, fuck. His rates are going up. Here, hold on. Let me show you. Sticks! It's the amazing world of some sticks. I see the method to your madness now. Sticks. Sell me sticks. Sticks. Okay, he doesn't want sticks anymore. He's like, I'm done with sticks for now. Hey, you. I would like to buy shoes, apparently. Okay, do you have... He has a better deal for shoes now. It's 1 for 1. Can you level up already? Why isn't he leveling? Do you want a hat? What's happening? You're crashing the villager economy. Sure. Just wait. Okay, I'm gonna go sell or burn through this stuff. It made 2 because I plonked 2 in right at the same time and it kind of glitched. Hey, you've leveled 3 iron for 1 emerald. Wow, what a fucking awful deal. I'll take it, apparently. Let me buy all of your boots. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna get some iron together, and then I'll sell you those iron. This is the dumbest shit. His apprentice deals suck, yeah. 34 emeralds for a bell. $27 boots per emerald. You're losing so much money. Yes, I'm aware. I know this is not a good deal, but it's like, I don't need boots. I don't need that many boots. Why am I doing this? Because I don't need boots, and I need money. Long and short of it is, I need money. I have so many boots. I have so many boots. Please just mine the iron. This converts to more money, which means more boots. Which means more money. This is my house. You go sleep somewhere else. You sleep elsewhere. I live here now. So now I craft these into nuggets? Oh, that's a bad deal. That's a... Alright, Sticks Man. Sticks Man, where you at? Sticks. Fletcher. No, not you. Fletcher. Fletcher. He's got good deals. You know, he's got like watermelon for emerald. Or pumpkin for emerald. Slain by a shulker, yeah. That's why I'm here now, trying to collapse the economy. Stick Man. Stick Man. Stick Man. Man of sticks. Where's Stick Man? Still haven't fenced off the village, I see. Yeah, I am dumb. Where's the Stick Man? Shouldn't he kind of stay near his workstation? Oh, there he is. Hello. Hi. String for emeralds. Okay. And you don't want sticks right now. All right. And so... I should get an axe for this, but you know, that would be axe time that I'm spending on this and not that. Have I watched JoJo yet? No, I was going to for the sake of today's video, but I was like, oh my god, I don't think I can watch all of JoJo in like a day. I'll start watching it soon. I can't watch it on stream, and I'm probably gonna have to like pitch shift and stuff the videos so that way I don't get in trouble for it on YouTube, but I'll try and make like a Rev watches JoJo video, and then you guys can enjoy me watching JoJo for whatever fucking reason. Why not use the vineyard? Because I don't know. It will take you 5 days minimum. Great. When's the next Majora's Mask stream? Tomorrow? Tomorrow, perhaps. Hello? Here are pumpkins. Thank you. Goodbye. Hello. Do you want sticks now? You do. I almost walked away from that, thinking that he didn't. Man, that savings. The savings stonks. Is strong right now. The stonks. Hey. Wow, yes. I would like to buy boots. Oh my god, do you see the levels he's getting? Like, oh my god, look at... It's so good. Wow. It's such value. Okay, it doesn't want to sell me hats anymore. Yeah, you gotta do higher level deals. That means I'm gonna have to go mining. Or buy bells. Or burn all of my iron. I'm gonna come back next time I play this and I'm gonna be like, why do I have so many helmets? Stonks. This is dumb. I'm aware that this is stupid. This is like a weirdly effective way of gaining money. Well, it's not effective. It's just like the not least effective thing I could be doing with my time. Yeah, that's more like it. It's not the least effective thing that I could be doing with my time and energy. So there's that going for it. I wonder how much money Andrew Hussey has made off of Homestuck. Sorry, they're talking about Homestuck in chat. Let's just hope that he sells chainmail anything. Diamond blocks broke into string. What an awful existence. A lot? Too much? I think he made like a cultural phenomenon. And he's willing, like, that's cool. He can do that. If he buys diamonds and lava buckets, I'm gonna die inside. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Oh, right. There was no room for it. Okay. Don't know what happened there, but that was glitchy. And then we craft this into... Watch this. 1. And that's too short, so we'll just craft it into 1 then. Great. Great. 2 iron. Great. Do you want sticks again? You do, but I don't have any. We can just go through the trade, like, thing of selling people sticks. And then sticks. Here. Buy this. Buy this. Alright. Let me buy boots. You know, we'll probably skip out on buying boots because just fuck it, you know? We'll just get enough iron to, or emeralds in order to buy 1 bell, and we'll buy bells, I guess. But I think we're gonna go and save and stop from here now. Stonks. Indeed. Let me check and see if there's any art. I had like a burp that almost happened, but it was like a reverse burp. So I guess that's a hiccup. Today's game on Chronog, by the way, looks adorable. It's called Garden Paws. It's like 18 bucks. I've never seen it before, but you play as little like cats, and looks like they farm and stuff. It's not Animal Crossing. It's different, but it looks cute all the same. But it's 18 bucks. Colleen. Koellyn. Colleen, you made an art, and it's of Danganronpa. It's really well done. It's I guess it's over. It's time for Danganronpa 2. A casual reference to Peggle 2. Peggle 2. How the world just continued to move on and not care. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go and bounce for now, but I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. No more furry stuff. No, they're like cute cats. They're not like, it's not like furry cats. They're like little, like anime kittens. It's kind of cute looking, actually, and I probably should have asked Chronog for a free key just so I could play it. But anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.